Okay? One of the ways to know that you are not gifted is how do they say congee in English? What's congee in English? Do you know what congee is in English? But you know what congee is? Congee is, okay, let me use a grammar. You are sexually aroused. You get what I'm saying? If you have that thing, God didn't gift you with a single. Go and find wife. Go and find husband. No. If your body is doing you one kind, there's a way Paul calls it. He calls it if you are burning with passion. If you know you are burning with passion, better go and find a wife that you burn the passion, or husband that you burn the passion on. Okay? Okay. Now, the first point I want to make this evening is very unpopular, but it has to be said because it's in the Bible. Marriage is not for everybody. The Bible makes it clear that marriage is not for everybody. And if you find yourself in a situation where it looks like it's not coming, number one. Now, I'm not just saying it's not coming and you say, oh, Adam, it's not for me. That's not what I'm saying. But it looks like it's not coming, one. Number two, you are trying so hard to persuade yourself to want it because that's what your mom is saying. Your aunties, when you go for parties, they are telling you, where is our husband? Where is our wife? Don't allow somebody pressure you and make you do what you feel you are not graced for. Okay? I'm going to show that. So you want to make sure you want it and you want to make sure you're prepared for it. Somebody said something that I think marked me. The person said, the regret of being married to the wrong person is worse than the anxiety of being single. Let me say it again. The regret of being married to the wrong person is worse than the anxiety of being single. This thing is not a way to... Somebody will be saying, but you are already married. What are you saying? I'm saying face your front, though. Don't allow somebody pressure you. Make sure you are living your own life. That's what I'm saying. If it's not for you, I'm going to show you in scriptures that it's not for everybody. If you are noticing those signs in your life, please talk to someone. It might not be for you. It might not be for you. Okay? Let's look at 1 Corinthians 7 verse 7. I'm reading Message translation, so you get it simply. 1 Corinthians 7 verse 7. It says, sometimes I wish everyone were single like me. This is Paul speaking. A simpler life in many ways. But celibacy is not for everyone any more than marriage is. Are you seeing that? God gives the gift of the single life to some and the gift of the married life to others. I really hope you got that. God gives the gift of the single life to some and gives the gift of the married life to others. If you have been gifted to be single and celibate, please embrace it. Don't let anybody pressure you. Look at verse 32 to 35. Still same 1 Corinthians 7. I'm reading Message translation. I want you to live a life free of complications as possible. When you are unmarried, you are free to concentrate on simply pleasing the master. Marriage involves you in all the nuts and bolts of domestic life and in wanting to please your spouse, leading to so many more demands on your attention. The time and the energy that married people spend on caring for and nurturing each other, the unmarried can spend in becoming whole and holy instruments of God. I'm trying to be helpful and make it easy as possible for you, not make things harder. All I want is for you to be able to develop a way of life in which you can spend plenty of time together with the master without a lot of distractions. Listen, this is what Paul is saying. He's saying that you are already married to Christ. So there is nobody that is a Christian that is not married. So don't let anybody pressure you. When are you going to get married? When I was born again, I was already married to Christ. And that's your number one commitment. Your number one commitment is to that marriage with Jesus. You can make your marriage to man, by man I mean woman or man, an idol that takes you away from that Christ. And a lot of people project that thing. They will go to God and be praying for marriage like this. And every word they speak, what God is hearing is idolatry, 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 idolatry. And you know, because it's in the context of marriage, idolatry is adultery. Because the prayer is full of desperation. God, give me man, give me husband, give me wife this year, or I will not serve you anymore. God said, you can't think of any other thing. Somebody must not say I to you. Once they say I like this, what are we? What are we? What are we doing? Like, I'm not even, we are nothing but pencils in the hands of, like, we are just talking. Marriage, you have already sold down. Call Ashwebi. For somebody that just collected your number. You are now wondering why you are constantly depressed. Because you are living things that God didn't give you. You are putting yourself in places where God didn't put you. Everybody is breaking your heart. Why is your heart so easy to break like this? If you have been gifted to be single and celibate, embrace it. Okay? One of the ways to know that you are not gifted is how do they say congee in English? What's congee in English? Do you know what congee is in English? But you know what congee is? Congee is, okay, let me use a grammar. You are sexually aroused. You get what I'm saying? If you have that thing, God didn't gift you with a single. Go and find wife. Go and find husband. If your body is doing you one kind, but there is a way Paul calls it. He calls it if you are burning with passion. If you know you are burning with passion, better go and find a wife that you burn the passion, or husband that you burn the passion on. Okay? And I don't want to say things that are controversial. When some people say I'm not attracted to the opposite sex, there is a very high chance that is the gift of celibacy and being single that is happening. The devil just perverses it and, enters and uses demonic stuff to relegate that thing. Let me drop it. Matthew 19 verse 10. Okay, let's read. It said, his disciples said to him, and you have to read the context, just talking about marriage and divorce. His disciples said to him, if such is the case of the man with his wife, it is better not to marry. Jesus finished teaching about marriage. The disciples said, if that's the issue, then I'd rather that I don't get married though. Look at what Jesus said to them. All cannot accept this saying, but only those to whom it has been given. For there are eunuchs who were born thus from their mother's womb, and there are eunuchs who are made eunuchs by men, and there are eunuchs who have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake. He who is able to accept it, let him accept it. That's Jesus. So the marriage thing is not for everybody. He says some people, they were born eunuchs. Some people, they were made eunuchs. That means somebody preached them, talked them into it. And for some other people, they decided by themselves that, yes, I want to separate myself from this institution. I don't want any distraction. I want to give myself, wholly to the work of God. And one of the ways to establish doctrine is, Jesus spoke about it. You'll find it in the epistles. And there's also the historical perspective where you look for an example in the Bible. Is there Anna? The Bible says her husband died and she went into the temple, instead of her to remarry. In that culture, once your husband dies, your husband's younger brother takes you. She said, no, I don't want to marry. And she went into the temple, and all she was doing for over 30 years of her life was just praying for the salvation of Jerusalem. Okay? So there is a Bible example, so it can pass as a doctrine. I hope you are understanding what I'm saying. So the first thing I want to say is marriage is not for everybody.